How do retro styles vary across different countries? Imagine flipping through a vintage magazine and noticing how retro fashion looks so different depending on where you are. That's because each country has its own way of celebrating the past through style. Retro trends are not the same everywhere. They reflected local history, culture, and even climate. For example, in the United States, the focus is often on the 1950s rockabilly look with high-waisted jeans, leather jackets, and pompadour hairstyles. People of the 1970s disco vibe with shiny fabrics, bell-bottom pants, and platform shoes. The 1990s grunge style with flannel shirts, ripped jeans, and combat boots is also popular, especially among younger generations. Moving over to Europe, the styles tend to lean more toward elegance and sophistication. The 1920s flapper dresses with sequins and fringe are a big hit in France and the United Kingdom. The 60s mod fashion with bold geometric patterns, mini skirts, and go-go boots also gets a lot of attention. These styles connect to their own cultural history and fashion milestones. In East Asia, countries like Japan and South Korea mix Western vintage influences with their own traditions. Japan's Showa-era fashion, which covers the years from 1926 to 1989, is often revived with a twist. It combines Western styles with Japanese fabrics and patterns. South Korea's retro trends are heavily influenced by K-pop and Korean dramas from the 1980s and 1990s. You might see bright colors, oversized clothing, and nostalgic references to old-school pop culture. Climate plays a role too. Warmer countries like Brazil or India often favor lighter fabrics, bright colors, and breezy styles from their vintage wardrobes. Cooler regions like Scandinavia or Canada tend to revive heavier textures like wool, leather, and layered looks to stay warm. Cultural significance also shapes retro styles. In some countries, vintage fashion is a way to honor history or express national pride. In others, it's more about participating in global pop culture or promoting sustainability by shopping secondhand. Thanks to digital media and social platforms, retro styles from one country can quickly influence others, but local touches remain as strong. Brands that want to succeed internationally often blend global vintage trends with local cultural elements. So, in the end, the way retro styles look around the world is a mix of history, climate, culture, and personal expression. Each country puts its own stamp on the past, making retro fashion a lively way to celebrate different identities and stories.